Hello everyone and welcome to day 219 of Project 365. Today I want to pose a question, and it's not really something that's going to be easy for a lot of people to answer, but I'm still curious. With all of the evidence that supports the idea that perhaps there is no God, why I'm still curious as to why so many cling on to these Bronze Age ideals and these Bronze Age ideologies. Um, I mean, I'm sure there's the easy things like comforts and false hope, but when you really get into it, and when you really get into analyzing a lot of people's reasoning behind believing in it, they don't really particularly have a leg to stand on. Because if you look at the construct of the belief, the way it works is in itself it's circular reasoning, because they believe that the Bible is the Word of God, and yet the Bible also proves God's existence. But how can it prove his existence if it's the work of man? I mean, it would certainly become their representation of a god, and then it becomes this idea created by man. And then if you look at it in that regard, then perhaps it was just an idea created in order to establish control and order. And now that we have government, and then we also have science to answer the questions that the God gap was once filled with, is there really a need for it? I mean, don't get me wrong. Religion has definitely done its part, both for good and for bad. But I think it really is time that we move on in terms of ideology in order to move our society forward. So, to anyone who is religious, if you'd like to make a comment below and tell me why you still particularly believe, um, that would be helpful, because I really am curious to see why so many people vehemently hold on to this position. And yeah, I mean, there are a few discrepancies in the scientific theory in terms of, not necessarily having all the answers, and I guess that is something that the Bible provides in itself. But I mean, with due time, science can pretty much have a, at least, theoretical answer. Um, but yeah, I'm just kind of curious. I mean, I understand a lot of people's positions in the sense that they hold on to it because it's a faith, and they hold on to it because it answers questions for them. But if they can get the answers elsewhere, then why hold on to it? I don't know. It was just something I've been thinking about. We sort of talked a lot today in my philosophy and poli sci classes about religion, or more specifically, the community center in New York in my philosophy class, and it was kind of funny because there were still a few people who were against it, and I think my teacher just like ripped them a new one in the sense that he totally made them reconsider their position. And then today in poli sci, we talked about the burning of the Quran that's planned in Florida, and whether or not people should do it. And in that, I've already talked about that, but I am sort of rethinking my position on this. I'm not so much in support of it for the fact that the message that they're trying to send, but I am for it in the sense that they have the legal right to do it. And if I were to say, uh, I mean, in previous videos, I've said numerous times that if you have the right to do it, you should do it. So who am I to say that they shouldn't do it, especially if I'm all for the Islamic Center? Although, then again, that has its own few cases and a few arguments over there that are a little stupid. But, yeah, I don't know. It just really kind of got me thinking. Um, but anyway, that's besides the point. I just started thinking about religion, and so I just wanted to pose this question. So my question for you guys today is, if you are religious, or if you hold any form of religiosity or spirituality, why do you hold such a belief? Leave your comments below, because I kind of want to know. And man, this bed is really uncomfortable. Anyway, yeah, that is it for today, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.